710 ESPN Seattle presents
The Calabro Show warm-up, powered by the law offices of Heidi Hunt.
All right, welcome to the warm-up. Jim Moore, Kevin Calabro, go-to guy, afternoon, 710 ESPN Seattle, 3 to 6 o'clock. I got to tell you, I was listening to Brock and Salk today, and I got a little weepy-eyed. My little lips were just quivering as I listened to Matt Hasselbeck talk about his longing for the Northwest and his new home in Tennessee. We'll tell you how that conversation went after this. Welcome back to the program. Go-to guy, Kevin Calabro. I know you didn't hear Hasselbeck on the radio today because you were playing golf.
I didn't even know he was on.
It would have made your voice crack and your voice quiver and your eyes redder than they already are, Jim, had you heard Hasselbeck today. No, I'm happy for him. He was talking about when he moved into his house in Tennessee, how he had to immediately remove 9 snakes. He had
Nine snakes from his house?
Snakes in his house. He said it's kind of living out there in the woods a little bit out there. He says they got turkey, they got rodents everywhere, they got possums. They got it all out.
Well, he didn't want to leave, and clearly you can see why, because with Tavares Jackson, they're set for years to come.
Yeah. Well, they didn't quite go into that whole conversation, but they had some interesting moments with Sark today as well. We're going to replay some of both conversations, Hasselbeck and the conversation with Sark, defending his buddy Nick Holt today and his defensive coordinator. I think it's...
Yeah, there was some sports talk show host that called out Nick Holt yesterday.
Yeah,
Do you remember who that was?
I think it was me. Although calling out, I don't think so. If it was calling out, that was pretty weak calling out. I think I said something like, "Is he really the guy?" I think
What? Is that
I think
not calling
sometimes.
out?
I think sometimes.
That's the definition of calling out, isn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
I know you got to have a good working relationship when you're on a coaching staff, but I think sometimes it's difficult when you hire one of your friends, not just a colleague in the business, but a friend, because it's awfully hard sometimes to level with a friend when things are going south. Now we'll see. They're 2-1, and they got a not so good Cal team this weekend, and they're coming home. So they're playing more of a conventional type offense. They don't have all these options that Nebraska runs, and the kid from Eastern running around and the kid from Hawaii flinging and running, that type of thing. It's a little more conventional. It's not that good a team this weekend. So I suspect a beatdown this weekend, and the Nick Holt conversation to die down to a low simmer. Low simmer, I said.
Well, the thing about Holt, it's always because of the salary.
Yeah.
Because he's making $650,000, which is more than what the head coach at Washington State is making.
More than any paid state employee. That's what they are. They're paid state employees. Let's keep that in mind.
And the other thing I always wondered about Holt was, okay, he was a great defensive coordinator supposedly at USC, but think of the talent that he had on hand there at USC.
Blue chippers.
And so, and you look at Washington, you think they've got enough talent, but they lost a couple of key linebackers last year, so who knows? I think you're right, though. This Cal game will be a defining moment for him.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll also talk about what the Seahawks can and can't do offensively this coming weekend against an Arizona defense that has given up now over 900 yards to teams, behemoths like Carolina and the Redskins last weekend. Over 900 yards. If I'm Tavares Jackson, baby, I'm ready to go this weekend. Let's get it going. All right, we've got it. 3 o'clock for you here on 710 ESPN Seattle.